I thought our kids played extremely hard. Kansas is a good basketball team. They've got a lot of returners, a lot of experienced kids that have played in his system for a long time. And I thought their big three really, really played well and performed well. Thought that our kids, we're asking a lot of young kids to do a lot of things, and they're giving us their very best effort, and I'm super proud of them. And, we just need a little bit of help, particularly down low. Obviously, Jackson is really a difficult matchup for us, and I thought we defended her pretty well. Thought Big Jazz did a pretty good job for the time that she was in there. And, and Kat obviously is mismatched, but it gives us her all. And then we're asking, Kyla Freelon to play a lot of minutes and to do a lot of things as a freshman. And I just love how hard she plays. And she's going to make some freshman mistakes, but you can digest it a little bit better when she plays as hard as she does. So I'm proud of our kids. I think they continue to fight really hard. This was a hard week. Three games in 7 days is really, really tough. But I thought that our kids were focused. I thought they didn't give up. I thought, if we could have had a couple of better possessions in the third quarter and didn't get in a hole, we wouldn't have had to play catch up the whole game. And we used a lot of energy doing that.
Coach, you mentioned Jackson's big game down low. Even though you guys played her really tight like that, how is she just getting looks down there?
I don't know. I mean, when you can stay in the lane for most of the possession, it's pretty tough to defend her. But she's a good basketball player. I mean, she keeps the basketball high. She uses her body really well. She's very strong. We tried to send some doubles in some spots. We tried to shade her right shoulder because she likes to turn that direction. But they just did a really good job of finding her when we couldn't get the double there.
It seemed like every time you guys needed a big shot, Bailey was there to hit it today. What did you see out of her offensively?
Yeah, I thought Bailey did some good things. I thought that she did look to score it. We've got to continue to try to get to the paint and get to the bucket more so that we can get on the free throw line and not settle for so many jumpers. But, all of our freshmen, Bailey, Jasmine, they're playing their tails off, and they're growing up right in front of our eyes, and we're asking them to do a lot of big things and play a lot of big minutes in a really tough conference.
And you mentioned the back-to-back games that you guys have had. Is there advantages and obviously disadvantages, but advantages to playing so many games back-to-back like that?
I don't know what the advantage is. You just got to be able to rest a little bit, get your legs back under you, and mentally focus on the game plan.
And when you guys play a game as chippy as that, I guess, is there a takeaway going forward that you can stay in those games and just correcting, obviously, maybe towards down the stretch?
Yeah, well, we're continuing to fight, I think that it's just a matter of continuing to execute our game plan and understanding what good shots are and where we want to get those shots. I thought we took some ill-advised shots in the third quarter, some fadeaways and some things like that weren't to the basket. But also defensively, we've just got to continue to keep them off the free throw line and try to keep them off the boards as well.
Coach, who's it?
Yeah, I think our kids fight really hard, and I think they play well together. I think, our seniors are trying to step up and lead in a really great way, and I think they're being confident in what they're doing. I think our young kids are developing. We've got just such a gap, in between. We're experienced, and then we're really young. But I think that I like our fight. I really like our fight, and I like that we're trying to execute game plans, and we'll continue to try to get better.
Coach, it was a neck-and-neck game the whole game. What do you feel like was working and what was not working?
Yeah, it seemed like when we would hit a big shot, we would have a defensive lapse. I remember one possession in particular that I think we cut it to maybe 3 or 2 or something, and we lost Holly on the three-point line, and she got a wide open 3. I think we left her even. I think we had her and then we left her. So just little breakdowns like that, and that's where you see experienced players like Holly really step up and make you pay for that. And we just can't have that type of mental breakdown. So I just feel like they answered us. Anytime we tried to make a run, they were very experienced and answered our runs.
Mm-hmm. And what do you take offensively and defensively from this game moving forward?
Our kids have got to just figure out that it's a dogfight, right? I think they know that, and I think they're fighting as hard as they can. I just think we got to have productive minutes. We had a few offensive lapses in the first half that were frustrating. That was just part of a game plan issue, and that's hard to digest. And then defensively, just some breakdowns where we didn't keep somebody off the boards, or we turned it over and let them get an easy shot in transition. So we just got to continue to try to put 4 quarters together, and that we can play at a high level, and not have to expend so much energy trying to come back.
Coach, earlier you mentioned Kyla Freeland getting a lot of minutes, asking her to do a lot of things. She had 5 offensive rebounds, a couple big blocks. I guess just kind of talk about what that means for someone so young to get this type of minutes and impact the game in so many ways.
Yeah, I just think our program is young. I mean, our program is young. I mean, this is our 3rd year. Bryn's the only player that's been here all 3 years. We've got some really young kids that are very, very talented, and they're getting some great minutes. And I think our seniors are doing a great job of trying to lead them and trying to be as successful as we can be. With this group. I think these freshmen are learning so much, and I think it just shows how bright our future is. And I'm excited about our future. I just, I want there to be some success this year for this group, because this group is super special to me.
Anything else for Coach Burlock before we let her in? All right, thank you very much, Coach.
All right.